Duan, and I'm here with Cassie and Richie. They're here visiting New York City for their first time, and Cassie reached out to me
last week, yeah.
Yeah, that you're coming here.
Yeah.
And I was so excited because I've never met either of them before. 3 years ago, Cassie, on their favorites video, she mentioned my YouTube channel. And it was crazy because I had just started with my channel, and like one day, 300 or 400 new subscribers.
I had no idea.
And I was like, what the heck? I looked in my comments and someone was like, oh, I came here from their video.
Aww,
so then, yeah. And now I got to, yeah, I know, brings you together. And it's also pretty amazing because it's like, it makes you more surrounded with like-minded people.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope that you enjoy this interview and come along. How did you guys first meet each other? How old were you?
So I moved from Saipan. Saipan is like a tiny island in the Pacific when I was 13 years old to Canada, Vancouver, Canada. And that day, it was actually June 22nd, it was Cassie's birthday. We met each other, but we never clicked, which is funny because
let me take over for this part though.
Take
over? So we were at a family party, right? And then my mom introduces me to a girl, which ended up being Richie. I thought she was visiting. I didn't think that she actually moved to Canada from another country. I said hi, I was forced to say hi. And then we didn't end up talking because Richie was very much so into sports, basketball, like even hockey.
I was always with the guys.
Yeah, she would always play with the guys and I would be just, you know, chilling, not athletic at all.
Rock band was the icebreaker for us. It took quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
We would see each other often because we go to the same family party, same church. But it only took Rock Band for us to, what song was it?
My name is Jonah.
Oh, yeah, we're 23 now. But we actually started our journey on YouTube 5 years ago. So it was basically 5 years into us being like really good friends.
Yeah. How did that even come about? Like you guys just wanted to be creative together or?
I loved YouTube. Like I'm such a fan, I still am. And I just love how as a creator, as like a YouTuber, you can express your creativity without having, you know, like you don't need a whole team. Like we're literally in the bathtub filming with like a couple of cameras. Yeah. You don't need a whole team. Like you can just be creative by just, you know, using what you have. So that's what I really liked about YouTube. I always wanted to start a channel. I didn't know if I wanted to do it by myself. But then Richie, on the other hand, you were really into fashion.
Yeah, so in high school, I really got into this phase where it was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear whatever I wanted. I don't care what people think. Like I was really into Tumblr that time. I think it was like 2010 where I really got into it, really drew inspiration from that, and went thrifting a lot.
I actually went to private school, so I did not have the liberty to wear whatever I wanted. I had to wear a uniform, unfortunately. So for the first like couple of months of us doing YouTube together, I would pretty much just piggyback off of her style because I didn't really have a style. But my main reason, other than the fact that I love YouTube, is the fact that I love technology, tech, media, editing, videography, everything multimedia. I really just enjoy creating using a digital platform. So we kind of just combined our two passions and then made a little YouTube channel.
I think we came into YouTube not really having like we just wanted to have something out there. We didn't really have a schedule. We didn't really have...
Yeah, we were literally just like free birds.
Yeah, it was a gradual growth. It wasn't like we were kind of hungry for like subscribers. I think we kind of like got into YouTube at the right time. We're not a lot of fashion YouTubers. It's not as saturated as it is now. Like,
and at that stage, 2013, there wasn't too many people doing like the style that we liked at the time, which was minimalistic. So I really think that people caught on to the fact that we were just trying to like create something a little bit different. And I was always into editing, so I wanted to always put my best foot forward. I would edit for hours and hours. And I think people just caught on to the fact that we wanted to, you know, create good content.
We of course prioritize to the nines, so we set or allocate days for like
when we meet.
Like Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days we have to meet.
The to the nines days, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh my God, did you do that on purpose?
You just caught on to that? Are you joking?
You did that on purpose?
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, to the North days, and it just works out with our schedule.
You're so extra.
But now going into 2019, I find we're really trying to, push out more content and really create more just for the sole purpose of wanting to create and wanting to express ourselves more. So my advice for creators is to really just hone in on your niche, like figure out what you love and put out content that's authentic to you, because people can see through the camera or like the video like what your passion is, and if you're doing something that you don't really like, that will translate on camera. So you guys should just make sure that you love what you're doing wholeheartedly. So like I really love editing, and like Richie loves fashion. Like our dream is to like create like a clothing line, and that's like Richie's number one like goal and dream. So I think that YouTube is growing so much, even though there's so many creators out there right now. I think that there's still little pockets that people need to fill. Oh, and consistency is key.
Oh yeah.
You got to be consistent. We post every week, every Sunday for the most part, and then bonus videos on Thursdays.
What is something inspirational or positive that you would like to leave my audience with?
I find that if it belongs to you, it's yours. Like you don't have to force anything, it'll just come. Like we knew that we were gonna go to New York at one point, and we pretty much just manifested that. We didn't know when we were gonna go to New York, but we knew that we were gonna do it eventually somehow. And I think it's important just to really like keep a positive outlook, do the work, but don't force anything.
Yeah, I agree, totally agree that the whole waiting process, because I think sometimes we want like the instant, like I want this at this time, and we like set expectations for ourselves, or like even timelines for ourselves that we gotta do this. And it's important to have goals in life, but also you just need to kind of go with the flow. And just when it's not our time, we just know that it's like if it's our time, it'll
just happen. I was saying earlier, it's so comforting knowing that like everyone in life has a different timeline.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to feel pressure. Like I've been in school for 5 years. I could have finished like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah, and you can't compare yourself to someone else.
Yeah,
like I can't compare myself to Cassie even, who's like really like right next to me. Just focus on yourself. Don't compare yourselves, because that's a dangerous place to be in, especially in social media where you watch other people's lives and you'll never feel like you're enough. So,
and it's also good to acknowledge like which season you're in life. Like Richie is currently in a relationship. She's actually dating my cousin, which is really interesting, and I love that actually because we might be cousins-in-law. But yeah, so it's like amazing how she's in that season of her life, and I am like very much so single right now. I don't have to search for someone to complete me. I just have to be at peace knowing that I am my own person, I'm independent, and I'm ultimately dating myself right now, and it's great. I love it. I love just being alone and just getting to know myself, getting to know my strengths, my weaknesses, and really just establishing and working towards self-mastery. I think that's really important.
Thanks so much for doing this.
Thanks for having
it was so
us.
fun.
I hope that you guys enjoyed that and got some good vibes and some inspiration, especially if you are just like have the idea of creating and starting a YouTube channel, or if you've already been creating, then you have like some new ideas or some new insight. So I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you next week.
Bye.
Yay!
Yay.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Oh gosh.
Ah.